Support us by subscribing, ring the notification bell, press all, and thumbs up. Thank you. Good evening, friends. America's border wall continues to rise from the ashes. Here are some updates. These are various nighttime shots of crews working around the clock. They are establishing bollard fences at the border by the filling process, which includes shots of the cement truck, cement filtering, two-man lift, and lift truck, moving forward at night near Lukeville, Arizona. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, South Pacific Border District, is providing contracting services, including design and construction oversight, of Department of Defense-funded, Southwest border barrier projects. The projects are in California, Arizona, New Mexico and Texas at the direction of the administration and at the request of Department of Homeland Security, Customs and Border Protection. So far, according to Customs and Border Patrol, more than 131 miles of the border wall has been completed, 208 miles are under construction and 414 miles are in pre-construction phases. Over 174,000 tons of steel has been used and over 269,000 tons of concrete. In other border wall news, 19 states sue the Trump administration over border wall money funding. The states argue that the diversion of money, already allocated by lawmakers toward a border wall, violates Congress' appropriation powers, and therefore violates the U.S. Constitution. The newly filed federal lawsuit, in U.S. District Court in Northern California, is the latest backlash against President Donald Trump's diversion of $3.8 billion from the Pentagon toward the border, which also has some Republican defense hawks on edge, on Capitol Hill. The lawsuit says diverting billions from defense programs in the states, including from National Guard accounts, will cause damage to their economies, harming their proprietary interests. The states involved in the lawsuit are California, Colorado, Connecticut, Hawaii, Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Nevada, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, Oregon, Rhode Island, Vermont, Virginia, and Wisconsin. This year's victim of his taxpayer money grab is the National Guard, which would lose critical funds to secure essential equipment for our troops, California Attorney General Xavier Becerra said in a statement. Congress has repeatedly and explicitly rejected taxpayer funding for a wasteful Trump wall along the border. We're going to court, once again, to remind Donald Trump that even the president is not above the law. Trump declared a national emergency last year to divert money from military infrastructure projects and counter-drug accounts to finance border barriers. Nearly $10 billion has been shifted from Pentagon coffers since then. In addition to money cut from fighter jet procurement and shipbuilding programs, the Pentagon rerouted $1.3 billion from National Guard and reserve equipment, accounts for which Congress has typically sought to allocate increased funding. The money shift targeted accounts that were boosted by Congress above and beyond the administration's annual budget request, that Pentagon leaders argue were ahead of need. That justification has lawmakers in both parties miffed that the administration is undermining Congress' power of the purse. At a House Appropriations Defense Subcommittee hearing Tuesday with top National Guard and Reserve officers, Ranking Republican Ken Calvert of California called the money shift troublesome and warned lawmakers could lose control of the appropriating process. This kind of reprogramming has to end, Calvert said. There's going to be a future president at some point, maybe President Bernie Sanders, who may want to create a national emergency and move money into health and human services. Last week, the American Civil Liberties Union, Sierra Club and the Southern Border Communities Coalition sued the administration, challenging the latest border wall reprogramming. Anyways, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more border wall news, including a blog that will keep you up to date weekly. And remember, peace through strength.